Hi, in this lesson you're going to learn all about how to approve a level completion request. Please note that this step can only be done by a Basecamp manager, that is, the Vice President of Education, the President or Secretary of your home club. Take note that if you are a Basecamp manager yourself, you cannot approve your own requests. You must ask one of the other two Basecamp managers to approve your requests. The first prompt that you need to take action is that you will be receiving an email from Basecamp with the subject line, "A member submitted a level completion request." It's an email addressed to the Vice President of Education, but if you are a president or a secretary of your club, you will also be receiving this email notification, as all three of these positions are Basecamp managers. At this point, the email indicates the name of the Toastmaster who has submitted the request, as well as the level and the path that they're taking on and the date. So upon receiving this email, the next step is to click on the link to go to Basecamp. You'll be asked to log in. And upon logging in, just go to Pathways and Basecamp. Select the club that you are logging into as a Basecamp manager. And then go to the Pending Requests. And here we can see that this member has actually requested for a level completion request. It's very visible here. And all I need to do is either approve it or disapprove it. Now, it's important at this point to do some due diligence and ensure that this person really has done all the projects in this level before clicking on the approve button. And I can easily do that by searching for this person. Once I find the member, I can go to Transcript. And here I can see the path, and then I can verify that they have completed the levels. Now she has done these, and at this point I can look through my agendas. If I'm the VP, I can open up my previous agendas and look for this person's name and verify that has this person done understanding your leadership style? Has this person done understanding your communication style? And has this person done the introduction to Toastmaster mentoring? So as long as you have evidence, and those can be either their name on the agenda, and if you remember being there and watching them give the speeches, then that's evidence enough. You can also request to see the actual evaluation forms, the sign-up forms. That could also be conclusive for you. So as long as you do your due diligence in some way and verify that they have done all of the projects in that level, then you can go back home, back here to requests, and then approve the request. Now, if they have not done all the projects, or if you have doubt whether they've actually completed all the requirements, then you can simply click on the disapprove request. And when you click on the disapprove request, you can add here the comments. You can explain why this has been disapproved because of, and then you could list down your comments. The Toastmaster will see this in the disapproval notification, and then they can then action what is missing, or they can obviously contact you for further information. I'm going to cancel this because this Toastmaster did in fact complete all her requirements. I was there for all of her speeches. So I am going to click on the approve. And once again, there's an option to add some comments, and it's recommended that you put something and mention your name as well as your title. This is important for auditing purposes. So if at any point in the future where there's doubt as to whether the Toastmaster really did complete the requirements satisfactorily, then by going back here and seeing who approved the request, it then becomes easier to investigate how this Toastmaster could proceed to the next level when they shouldn't have. And at that point, the record no longer appears here. This Toastmaster has been approved, and so she can actually proceed to level 3. Now the next step is also quite critical. I'm just going to go back to this other window here. I'm going to go to Leadership Central and Club Central. I've just approved the request in Basecamp, but in order to get credit for the Distinguished Club program, I need to do the second step, and that's to go into Club Central and submit the education award. This is critical because unless this is done, then the credit for the award doesn't go to the club. As this Toastmaster is only a member of one club, which is Aspire Toastmasters, then the award will go to Aspire. However, if the Toastmaster is a member of multiple clubs, then even though you've submitted the level completion request, even though you've approved it, it's necessary to ask the Toastmaster who he or she wants to assign the credit to. It's just common courtesy to do so. Once that person has decided who he or she wants to give the award to, that person should contact their VP, who can file the award on their behalf in Club Central. So in this case, for example, I'm going to choose Brenna. And you notice here, down here, that the effective coaching level 2 automatically appears here because the system knows that she has just finished level 2 and now she's eligible for it. So now I can actually select that and click on review. Everything looks good here, so I can proceed. The award is ready to be submitted, and all I need to do is click on the submit award. This is normally done again by the VP or the president in case the VP is unavailable, or the secretary as well. So in this case, the education award was submitted, and I will just come back to Club Central. In summary, I showed you what to do whenever you receive a level completion request. There are two parts to it. The first is to approve the request in Basecamp after doing your due diligence, and afterwards filing the award in Club Central.